time to go. So yeah, obviously the co-op, as we know, that is literally the closest I've ever been to a shop mooring. At most it's 200 yards to the co-op. And the takeaway, oh my god. Yeah, there's a well, the kebab was, I mean, but it's got a good reputation. I finally got round to it. I waited all day. Oh, starving. But it was really nice, yeah. Anyway, I'm doing 1250 RPM. Not going terribly fast, but I feel like I'm going fast enough. The guy who I spoke to on the next boat there, he's just come from Polesworth, where I'm going, so, which brings me on with my usual showbiz flair to the question of where we're going. Great day for cruising. For the cruise, hopefully not too busy. Afternoon. Looks like a nice spot. Yeah, there's a spot I've just left just past the bridge there with some rings, yeah, quite handy. He was sort of, sometimes when you see bald-headed guys, you tend to think, you know, there's a cultural, decades-long cultural association of skinheads with sort of football violence. Well, it was back in the day, not so much now. And he looked like he might be one of those sort of irascible, you know, leave me alone sort of boaters. But he was really nice and civilised, just like me. Hi lads.
When you go past, yeah, there's a wall there. Can you break your engine?
To be honest, I can't really slow down from here now. It'll take about 5 minutes. I've got to press on. Sorry lads. You should have shouted me when I was back there. It takes all day to stop them. The lads, oh, they've lost their ball. The ball dropped them now. They're waiting for a boat. Now I feel mean. Oh dear, now I feel mean. Look at that, that is brilliant. The boat's called Deep Thought. And the number 42, which as we know is the answer to the question of the life, the universe and everything. What a fantastic idea. He must be a real fan of that show. They're like long strips. Can you see? The gardens are about 10 feet wide and about 100 feet long. And the fence lines are delineated with surgical precision between them. Is that another? It's a wasp, isn't it? It's a wasp. I'm gonna, just in case, I'm gonna give myself a spray. Eau de horsefly. And there's a horsefly on the roof. As we speak, there is a horsefly. And it will be planning my demise. But what it doesn't know, oh shit. While I'm sussing out the horsefly, the boat is heading right across the canal. I've got to do something about that horsefly. I can't just, there's a bend coming up as well, but it's currently, let's see if I can get it. Right, it's took off, it's taken off, but the question is where to. But that's exactly what they do. Unbelievable things. But these are tactics, they're not geniuses, unless I'm missing something. They've just evolved as simple creatures but with clever tactics. Like ants. But I think it's a place called Annington. I think I may have just been through. Oh! Was this where I stopped when I came this way all those years ago? I remember the black fencing. Oh my god, guys, this is where I stopped. On this bank here, I remember that black fencing. I'm sure I remember this stretch. So I didn't walk, but I could have. Morning. Oh, sorry, afternoon, I beg your pardon. Having one of those days.
We're a day ahead of ourselves.
Yeah. Oh, she's only got 2 left.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad. That is sad. Normally ducks do really well. There must be predators around here, there must be something. So next stop, Polesworth. We're on the way, we pass a nice marina. Someone's built, I've got to show you this, the barge in. That is brilliant. So it's a play on words, like barge in, with, you know, elbow in, barge in. But gin that you drink as well, and the word bar. So all sorts of puns going on there, but I love it. Oh yeah.
Give me a heart attack every time you get past. That way is meant to be.
Ah, right. No idea what he said. He seemed to be showing some concern about the issue of slowing down, but I didn't quite get it. It wasn't his dialect. People, it's the Midlands, this. Or that's what it sounds like when you listen to people and talk to people. You know, when you're hanging about in general, there's a definite Brummy twang. It's a Midlands twang. There will be variations on it. Like my old work colleagues from Birmingham swore blind that the accent in Coventry, or what they call the Black Country, was not like a Birmingham accent. To me, they were just indistinguishable. You're all the bleeding same. Now, to be honest, I seem to get on quite well with Brummies. You know, people from the Midlands. I don't know why, particularly. It's funny, as you travel around as well, sometimes the biggest difference that you'll notice will be the accents will change. Like around Northwich, it's obviously Cheshire, you know, mainly sort of Cheshire, that Lancashire twang thing. And not everybody was as friendly towards the Liverpudlian as you would have hoped they might be. Nobody, no, there were 1 or 2 sort of times, but I think it was intended as banter. And you know, I'm not here to argue whether stereotypes are right or wrong. It's too big a question, and I can't be bothered with it. But that's what happened anyway. Well, it hasn't really happened around here. And I like the accent as well. I like it. Alright, mate, do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I'm not dying, no, I can't do it. I used to pretend I could do it, and that I believed I was brilliant at a Brummie accent when I worked with Brummies, but I wasn't. For a while I thought that my Cockney was quite good, but now I know it's comically bad. It is just awful. Anyway, slow down, because here's a GRP, 1000 RPM. Let's hope he will be satisfied. So we're out of Tamworth. I think now we're out of it. Straggles on for a little bit, but I think we're out. So the next stop oh shit, there's a wall sticking out. The next, and I wasn't watching it. Right, so here's a boat coming, first boat of the day, and we're an hour in. Let's hope he is a decent sort. He's given me plenty of room. I think I'll up the ante a little bit. Let's go to 13. Well, he is absolutely flying. I don't know what kind of a prop he's got on that boat, but it seemed to me that was shifting. You don't want to spend the whole day idling along at like 1100 RPM. This isn't going to be an RPM chat, don't worry. But you can't do that because it's like idling all day in tick over. It doesn't do the engine any good. It glazes the bores. I don't know what that means, but I know it's a bad thing. Oh, there's a tree. Right. So what I've done is I've gone round the tree. There we go. A little bit of evasive action, but it went okay. That must be the main part of Glascote Marina. Loads of trad. This is big on trads here, by the way. There's weed as well. For the first time in a long time, I'm seeing that kind of surface weed. Can you see? And what's been really nice as well, I was worried that there would be hundreds of boats and we'd be ducking and diving all the way down here, and I think I've only passed 2, so that's nice. So this boat here, they are definitely out on their own here. I don't think I've passed a more boat for the last half an hour. There's no houses. So this is nice, this is lovely summer cruising. Sat on the stern rail. A brief gap in the tree cover. Just 100 yards and I can feel the breeze blowing through there. Just that little gap. I don't know. For the first time in ages, I've sort of got no hard and fast destination. Like, I want to visit London. Part of me wants to, because my daughter works down there, as I think I've mentioned, lives and works down there. So that would be great. Just, you know. But, like, it just sounds like a nightmare. Double mooring everywhere. It just sounds awful. Oh my God. This is where I stayed, guys. This has come back to me now. Here, that section of bank behind me, where the people are walking, stayed there 4 years ago. I remember it now. That section of bank. I remember. Do you know? I remember. I passed the silver foxes. They were still afloat then. Look at this. There's like a tiny little sort of boatyardy thing. There's an arm of the canal there. Little tiny arm of the canal. Fits about 6 boats. Heavily overlooked by trees, so nobody's getting any solar there. Dark and shadowy. Absolutely would not want anything to do with a mooring like that. Wouldn't suit me at all. Not at all. Oh no, the previous owner. No, I'm a Philistine. I hate jazz. Hate it. Terrible thing, honestly. They should ban it. What have we got up there? Now that guy was shifted. Oh yeah. Now the second guy there wasn't so generous. He wanted to stay in the middle. He moved over a little bit, but he didn't give me as much room as I would have liked. What I would consider a fair sort of thing. Anyway, far from the worst I've seen though, so no problem. It's going to be a teeny bit tricky this, because on this side I've got weeds, but on that side the guy hasn't got much distance, so I'm going to go as close to the weeds as I can, and he'll have to sort himself out and squeeze through the gap that I leave. But he's being generous, so that's good. So quiet day really, couple of boats, nobody naughty, and a nice chilled cruise. About a mile to go. Yeah, I need a comfort break. I need to undo. This got all snarled up. Now before I park the boat, which will be within the next 30 to 40 minutes, I need to get this untangled, because I will need it. It won't go through rings without jamming up. You know, it's just a pain. So always free up the centre line if it looks dodgy. Right, we must be coming into Polesworth, because this is now. This must be the start of the moorings for visitors. These guys are on mooring pins, which I don't fancy doing. I'd be pulled out in no time. The speed some of these boats go past, I mean. There's what looks like a lovely Dutch barge type up ahead as well. Also, I don't want to meet any oncoming traffic through here, because it is a bit narrow. Hiya. There's big mooring stakes you got there. Is it hard to get them in? Are they not too bad?
To get them in and out. They're marquee stakes.
Right.
They're only £10 each. They're really good value.
Yeah, they look great. I've got mooring stake envy. Here's what we didn't want, which is an encounter with a boat coming through. I'm going to be getting involved with weeds on the other side.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It seems to be a rule.
It's sod's law in full force. Yeah. There's enough Armco for me to moor there. See that? And it would be 14 days as well. But it's like a little sort of community thing. So that's nice. They'll probably all have a chat and stuff. Have you caught anything? Yes?
No, I've just come.
Just come, yeah, well good luck.
Cheers.
I'll try and stun a few of them for you.
Yeah.
Right, okay, well there's plenty of town left. We're really only at the start of the centre. Again, they're not big posh houses, it's not that kind of a place. But also, it's got a pleasant feel to it. Okay, I can see more Armco ahead, and it looks more open. I'm liking that up ahead better than what I'm seeing here. So again, yeah, bridge 51 looks like a nice mooring. No boats, but not, you know, I'm not worried about boat company here. No, there is a boat. I'm not worried about boat company here because it's safe. I don't, you know, like there's a line of boats ahead, so it's got to be here. I feel this is my place. Right, so here we are on this breezy afternoon. Not long gotten moored. This is Polesworth, and there's another bridge further on. There's a line of boats, some houses across the way. There's one with a very nosy dog. The thing of note is that I've moored rather shrewdly on the end of a line of boats. Now the thing that wasn't shrewd is I'm near to a bend, so someone coming through here can't see if there's someone approaching, and I'm in the way if they need to dodge each other, so that's a worry. Anyway, but it's a lovely mooring. It's a really nice little mooring. It's open aspect, so there'll be no shortage of solar. I think I'll give it a couple of days here. I don't know what's here, I don't know what's going on yet. I think there's a couple of little shops and things, a couple of pubs. It's a staging post really, but I don't know, I'll see how I feel.